So this could be a very interesting hour or so on stage. And their respective receptions now during the walk-ons will be very interesting to observe. So let's see what happens. Here is John.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the quarter-final stages of the Ladbrokes World Series of Darts Finals. That's coming to you from magnificent Glasgow, Scotland. All brought to you by the Professional Darts Corporation. It's time to meet the quarter-finalists. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of 2 PDC ranking events and the UK Open finalist, the Iceman, Gerwyn Price! Now, ladies and gentlemen, time to welcome home the winner of 5 World Series events, the winner of 2 Premier Leagues, and he is the former 2-time back-to-back champion of the world, the Flying Scotsman, Gary Anderson!
Yes, well, that was just as we expected. Plenty of boos for Gerwyn Price and a huge amount of support from these Scottish fans for their hero, Gary Anderson. Taking over behind the microphones for us now, Chris Mason, and good afternoon, John Rawling.
Good afternoon, Jackie. Good afternoon, everybody. Predictably, the hero's welcome for Gary and all those antics in the Cadbury match against Gerwyn Lewis yesterday. It's so non-Gary Anderson. You wouldn't believe he's a totally different sort of player, isn't he? And he'll have massive support here. The question is, though, whether or not it's going to actually benefit him, because it can sometimes be a double-edged sword, Chris.
Yeah, well, it's the added pressure. You want to, playing on home soil, so he wants to produce the goods for his fans.
Let's go with Lewis. Gerwyn Price, rather. Get that right. Welsh from Markham. And I thought he got to Cadbury yesterday. I mean, he got in his head, didn't he?
Bullied the bully.
Yeah. Tough guy.
Yeah, this will be spicy. There's no love lost.
Going to throw first. Game on.
See how it all works out.
Yeah, see how it plays out.
Listen to this. Listen to the crowd straight away. Don't think it's going to faze Price.
No.
Because he's a former professional rugby player.
Yep.
He's a hooker. You don't get too many shrinking violets in the front row of a scrum, do you?
No point trying to intimidate a man that sort of played a sport like rugby.
Which kind of trades on intimidation.
Yeah.
100.
Not only not only physical strength, but mental strength.
Seeded number 8 for this, Gerwyn Price. PDC ranked number 18 compared with Gary Anderson, who's just slid back to number 3, but he's had a little bit of a break.
Yeah.
As a result of having his second kid with Rachel coming along.
Yeah, well, very much this year himself, Adrian Lewis, Michael Van Gerwen, they've all had a little break.
Little Chailey, corner about 4 months ago, is it? Well, not as long as that.
No, I don't think it's as long as that.
As long as that. 1 month, I'm told. Ty is the other little lad who's already throwing a mean dart.
Yeah, he loves it.
That's what Gary can do.
Yeah, well, his trademark is that big scoring. And when when his finishing is like it was the other night, he's virtually impossible to beat. Hence the reason for those list of titles that John McDonald called out.
Could do it now. Could give the break of throw. Tops. Away he goes. Averaged 103.57 against Chris Dobey. It's a bit of a hammering, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, the actual match was closer than the scoreline, but he just finished so well and picked his pocket. Very much like Dimitri in the last match. Dobey just missed doubles and kept letting him in.
Big spreads in the Scottish newspapers up here about Gary this week. He might not have had coverage in the English papers, but he's certainly been big news up here. And of course, great prominence to the fact that he called Gerwyn Price a clown, which I thought it was
Maybe he meant Circus Strongman.
I thought it was an off-the-record observation, but clearly not.
No. Oh.
Unlucky.
120.
Within the first maximum of the match. Ooh.
$95. Gary Irwan, 110. $30.
Well, 30, not great, but of course Price can do no more than get his hands to the jugular like that.
Gary Irwan, 80.
He went for tops, so one in his hand now. Not a lot of the double to aim at.
Little smidge into the right and couldn't find it. Great opportunity to break back for Gerwyn.
Yep. Instant break back.
Double six. Crowd not worrying him. Oh, look at that, there's a little reaction. I think that's going to quieten them down.
No.
Bristow-esque.
Yeah. But done with a smile. Gary will be fully aware that, and under no illusion, he's not going to get a lot of support this afternoon, especially playing
44.
Anderson on home turf.
Well, they were on his side against Corey Cadby, weren't they?
Yeah.
But I don't think anybody's going to be getting preferential treatment against Gary Anderson.
Or Peter Wright.
Peter Wright included. I think Gary's regarded very much as their man.
100.
Won the Dubai final. Gary Anderson beating Michael van Gerwen 11-7 and then beat Barney in the Perth final.
Yeah. Another one on the floor.
Since then, of course, he was runner-up to Mansour, wasn't he, in the Champions League of Darts?
Yes.
120.
And that was just on the back of having that bit of time off, wasn't it? Would have been a 20 there with his last dart. He wouldn't have left to finish.
95.
So much guy who follows inspiration, isn't he? He's one of the great natural throwers, Anderson.
Yes.
Look at this.
Needed treble 14.
Big ask for 142, though, isn't it?
No,
he said that was all Wade. He just get a 148.
142.
Amongst others, lovely 122 as well.
James Wade is a classic example of somebody who finds a way, isn't he? Throws great darts when it really counts.
He's a match play player.
Yeah. Gary Anderson, double 9 needed. Now this is a chance for Price.
May go ball, may go treble 18.
It's a leg that it looked as though he was going to lose, didn't it? Here comes the crowd's contribution again.
May go double 18 tops. Oh, just inside.
54.
Well, neither can hold on to their throw at the moment.
No scores.
That's not the way to do it, Gary.
Gary
about
140.
Tops again. And takes out the tens.
Good one. Well, that is Gary to throw first. Game on.
Hold the throw after all that.
Yeah. An unlucky looking hold a throw.
123.
Not bouncing out, but falling out.
Perfect placement. Anderson.
Brilliant.
There you go.
Brilliant.
Off the first start, that had Max written all over it.
Why the long face? A great response.
That buses. First one of the match, followed by another one.
78.
Anderson Shanghai's when he comes back.
A chance here for Price. Puts a bit of pressure on this 120. Leaves it handy. May go ball. No, went for trouble 7 for tops.
120. We know the way. Single one now. He's got it for double.
Good. Caught the,
Bit high.
caught the dart. 14 tops then. It's not working.
For a break of throw for 3-1. Double 10. Big
Double
dart.
10.
Hands on the foreleg.
The roar from Gerwyn Price.
Another break of throw. I think Gary thought it was his throw. Just padded off by the ref.
First time they've ever met on TV, this one. 3-2 in career in
Although I
Gary's
suppose
favour.
Gerwyn Price has not been around that long, so wouldn't have had that many opportunities to meet on TV.
Gary 1-1, Gerwyn 1-1, Gary 1-1, Gerwyn, then Gary, 3-2. It's Gerwyn's turn.
It's on serve.
Absolutely. They actually played this year. The last time they met, it was Gary Anderson victory last year.
60.
Good chance now for Prices to get into the first break. Full one up. Wouldn't have called that.
No, he's finding a way. Two of them averaging similar numbers.
140.
But Gary Anderson's 1 out of 6 on doubles hurting him.
He opened with that fabulous 104 finish. He thought carrying on where he left off.
Well, this is a huge opportunity for 4-1 for Gerwyn Price now.
Six starts if needed.
Needed that for double 12.
93.
That's pretty handy, isn't it?
140.
It's more like it. Got 48 now.
8 for tops, should be. Loves tops.
Look of concentration on the face of Gerwyn Price. Big
First
one
time
this.
he's been over.
28.
Been unlucky, just the wrong side.
116.
This could be a turning point.
Tops.
96. Going you require 20.
Thought he got it, didn't he?
Yeah. Sometimes when it comes out of your hand, you think it's in. It just feels that good.
Hands on the
That's
leg.
the way to do it. A little bit of a roar to the crowd, and was it a little word to Gary as well as he left the stage? Whatever. Doesn't make any real impact on the scoreline. The fact is that Gerwyn Price leads the Scottish hero Gary Anderson by 4 lengths to 1. He's the favourite now. Really important check out for Gerwyn Price before the break, and it puts him 4-1 ahead in this quarter-final match against Gary Anderson. He loved it, the roar to the crowd. Gary Anderson, big piece in one of the Scottish papers today, saying that he and Phil Taylor, not too happy about some of the antics which are creeping into darts. Described them as circus clowns.
Well, yeah, wasn't directly said about Gerwyn-Price, typical journo nonsense. It was more driven about some of the players. It's turning into a bit of a circus. If you want to act like a clown, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Not like them to create some unrest between players, is it?
Well, I mean, what Gary was actually saying, wasn't he, that if you want to really get public acclaim and really be seen to be as sensational and something special, it's going out and getting 9 darters and 10 darters.
And winning
tournaments. But we'll see. He's got a way to go to win this match. He's outscoring Gerwyn-Price, but 1 double out of 7.
8 points higher in the average. Well, make that 10 points higher in the average. 68 left after 9 darts.
Interesting, the running odds which were being given Chris at this point before this leg began. 10 to 11 Anderson, 5 to 6 Gerwyn-Price. Pretty much a pick and match.
Yeah, certainly wasn't before the off, was it? Anderson was a big favourite.
I don't think he'll get 10 to 11 now. 12 dart leg. Anderson, as all darts followers will know, has that gear which he could slide into.
100.
He's averaging overall 101. He's somebody who can produce 110.
It's like he presses the button sometimes and away he flies.
That was a picture of Phil, I think. Happy retirement, they're saying. Wish you were here.
Yeah, he'll be playing in his final World Championships coming up over Christmas.
Is he in the Grand Slam?
140.
Question.
Well, he's qualified, I'm told.
Yeah,
so
well,
I assume
he qualified for this.
Well, that's true.
50.
Yeah, as far as we know, then yeah, he is.
A lot of an enormous amount of sentimental support for the old boy, won't there?
Well, it's in the Midlands, isn't it? He's from Stoke, so it'll be a nice send-off from them.
Stoke to Wolverhampton, what's that? It's less than an hour, isn't it?
Yeah, easy.
85. Gary Uguay.
Well, you drive, it's about 20 minutes, isn't it? Anderson just working his way along, staying on treble 20 and annoyed perhaps with the benefits of hindsight that he did.
Yeah. But again, in control. This particular, he's come out firing off the break.
93.
Well, this is for a break. He's going treble 20. He's got it, double 15. How about that? 14 darter to add to the 12 darter on the last leg. He's found that second gear, or top gear, should I say.
1002 and 26 darts, including 2 goes at doubles.
44.
The crowd are starting to get into better voice, and Gary has a little bit more of the eye of the tiger now, doesn't he?
They didn't have a lot to sing about the break, did they? 4-1 down, he was looking in trouble, but what a response. Went backstage, regrouped. It would be in his mind to try and... I mean, if he can get out of this 6-4, it'd be a bonus.
Well, he needs to be icy cold now, does Gerwyn-Price. He's got to find something special to put Gary away. And at the moment, he's the one with the momentum.
The thing is, when you're playing Gary, you're fully aware that you're starting to flow. And then that puts more pressure on every visit. You're then trying to sort of nullify his visits. It's you get embroiled.
Good dart. Good dart again. Oh, unlucky.
135.
57 when he comes back.
Crowd know that they're seeing something special now from the Scottish favourite, but Price responding.
137.
57 then, Chris.
Another possible sub 15 dart leg. Tops. Here we go.
Back-to-back 14 darters to add to the 12 darter that he came back from the break with.
40 darts for 3 legs.
And he's back level, 4-all. How quickly a game of darts can change.
48.
A few brief minutes, and Anderson is right back in things here.
77.
Now they'd love to see him go all the way here in a televised tournament up here. He's done well in the Premier League up here. He's never really done it in televised knockout matches.
No. Off the break, his first 3 legs was a 112.75, hovering around there now with a couple of visits in the 9th leg.
Not too shabby, that is. It's 111.78.
140.
An overall average of close to 103. Confirming what the score is there.
60.
Price
Fully within the rules.
6 from here, 173 required. Seven 19s would be one way
Leave
of
tops.
50 seconds.
taking that apart.
Needs to be careful to leave a finish, and does,
70.
just in case
Going to require 116.
Pricey doesn't convert.
116. Now needs the treble for double top. He's got it. Double top for 116 checkouts to regain the lead.
90.
Steady the ship, doesn't
Going
it?
to require
0 from
152.
5 he's had on the tops.
Start leaving double 16.
60.
Should convert.
Going to
Steady
require
the ship.
20.
Go back in front, but Anderson, great chance to get out of this session at 5 apiece.
Double 5. Yes, that's
Going
an
on the 9th leg.
important dart. And a little look towards the jeering crowd. He loves it, doesn't he?
Yep.
Break at the end of this leg.
Just halted the Anderson surge. Good match.
Yep, it was 4-1. Is it going to be 5-all or 6-4?
130.
It's a good start by Price.
Be first session won by Price 4-1. Second session.
80.
Now that could change things. Now Price has the throw.
It was out of the treble.
$93.
Seems to have been an awful lot of darts on the floor this weekend. One way or another.
59.
Well, just when he needs that little bit of magic, Anderson not quite finding it. Like somebody out of the American frontier there watching on.
58.
Well, don't want it at 140.
Daniel Boone or somebody.
Oh, we can still leave a finish.
135.
He's on 170.
It was a bit of a slip. He missed the 25 or the ball completely, but fortunately he landed in the 15. So here we go.
Well, this had raised the roof. That's one of them. That's 2 of them. Bullseye!
Another good setup. These tops didn't fancy it in the last second.
102 then for Gerwyn Price. Blocking out the crowd. Treble 14 he needed for tops, and he's not got it, so Anderson will return. 5 out of 12 so far, and Gary Anderson with a great chance now of making it 5-all. Crowd willing it. Come on, he says. Yes, that's the one. And so 4-1 first set. First section, if you like, to Gerwyn Price. Then 4-1 to Gary Anderson. The upshot of it all as they leave the stage is that the match is beautifully poised. It's 5-all. One to Gary Anderson in that session prior to the break, and that was an important double top which makes it 5-all. Where's your money on now, Chris?
Oh, 2 sessions of 4-1. You'd have to say, I'm pretty sure Gary would have, very much like Pricey, stayed out there and not had either of those breaks, because both in control until those breaks.
Play it to the finish now. It's the first to 10. The first of those quarterfinals was 5-all.
Yeah, Dimitri and James.
James Wade finding the fighting resolve to carry himself over the line. He's as you said, he's a match player, isn't he, Wade? He's a scrapper.
He just plays what's in front of him.
77.
Not a massive averages man.
Well, he says that, but there's, you know, situations with him. He tends to
90.
shut off a lot of the times on his opponent's throw, and then, you know, just looks for that 1 or 2 opportunities for the break, and then he's so hard to break himself. So, and he's not. It's incredible, really, because he used to be a massive 180er. I mean, he was sort of 009. That was his nickname, because he used to hit so many 180s and so many 9-dart finishes.
Right, well, Price coming back from the break, needing 126 now.
He'll do it.
Needed the treble 19 for Bull. 136, Chris.
Yep, treble 20, treble 20, double 8. Oh. I think he might have fell out of his grip there.
He wasn't impressed, was he? 81 then, treble 19. Treble 12 he's looking at now. He's got it. 13s.
Unlucky for some.
It's 13 in bits now. Another one.
Double 5.
Oh, yes. Well, single would have given him the bull, the treble, the double 5, and nicely done, getting the break of throw as he comes back from the interval.
5 out of the last 6 legs. Average just dipped below 100.
Looking for a place in the last 4 here. James Wade already there.
100.
Gerwyn Price averaging 92.69.
Michael Van Gerwen against Rob Cross.
Looking forward to that
Peter
one.
Wright against Daryl Gurney, still
Looking forward to that one.
Some
4 great ties this afternoon.
Absolutely. Just the first time Anderson's been ahead.
Well, 1-0 up,
1-0 up, yeah, you don't really count that, do you?
Took the 104 out.
100.
Yeah, when he got the 104, I don't suppose he'd be thinking, oh, this doesn't really count, does he? He'd be rather happy at that stage, but he's clawed his way back.
An instant break of throw. And they traded breaks.
Now, Anderson on a finish, Price on a finish rather, and Anderson not in a great place.
50. Gerwyn, you require 170.
We've seen a missed bull attempt. Can Gerwyn go one better? Not on this occasion.
154, Anderson.
Gary, you require 154.
60-54 tops.
Not there.
Drops flight, drop dart.
Steady ton.
40.
94. Gerwyn, you require
So 79.
Treble 19, double 11.
Double 11. For the break back. Yes. Now that is a good way to respond.
13 seconds, Gerwyn to throw first. Game on.
Pugnacious sort of individual, isn't he?
You know what he's feeling?
Gary just thinking, yeah, c'est la vie, one of those things. You do what you want to do, I'll just get on with my game. Little smile as he was throwing.
42.
Not happy there. There wasn't much of a smile as he pulled those out of the board, was there? Oh yes. Maximum number 3, 5th of the match overall.
So different, sort of the modern game. Now, you know, you go into the practice room now, and it's just pretty much, you know, it's fairly silent, and there's that air of disdain Where, you know, years ago we were, you know, there'd be banter, you know, there'd be lots of wind-ups going on and the likes. But yeah, nowadays there is, you know, there's a genuine, almost ill feeling between some of the players. It's quite bizarre. And you spend so much time.
High, aren't they?
Well, yes. Well, it was for us because we had limited opportunity, but you know, they're in each other's companies week in, week out. It must be tough.
You think there's not quite the camaraderie among the players that there once was, then?
No, nowhere near. There's little cliques.
139.
Price then, 146 to regain the lead. Not this time, so Anderson, big ask, 167. But you never know.
That last dart was so important. Needs a 2-dart finish.
Yes. Yes, bullseye for 167. What about that? What about that? Glasgow loves him.
What a finish. What an absolute finish.
A brilliant checkout from Gary Anderson. And the crowd reacts, as you might imagine.
Well, that's why he's a back-to-back champion of the world.
Highest checkout of the tournament, that one, from Gary Anderson.
Only one higher. Straight from the pitch.
96.
Sunday League football about this one.
Sometimes, we gave him a little round of applause, sometimes Sunday League football can be pretty feisty.
Yeah.
As one or two unpaid referees would happily attest to. Again, the big roar from Price, come on. Doesn't do silent celebration, does he?
120. Going in by 158.
It was the full Yorp. 158 now. Crowd saying what they think, and a little raised eyebrow from Gary Anderson, as much as to say, don't bother me.
40.
Used to shout a lot on stage, Chris?
No. No. Well, when the...
8-6.
At the moment, if it's suited, then yeah, but... there's been a few occasions. Didn't have a lot to shout about, to be honest, John.
Anderson a big favourite to win this match now. First to 10, remember, is the race. And he has the break.
40.
Not really crucially important, this one. The onus is on Price to get the break back.
Yeah, just a case now for Anderson to just hold throw on 2 occasions, and that sees him into the semi-final. Been a thoroughly good match, though.
It's been a good game.
And it's been played in... You know, there was a lovely clap and smile and nod of appreciation on that 167. That was a heavy blow for Price to take.
I don't think there's any genuine feeling between these two guys. I don't really know anybody in the game who's got too much of a bad word to say about Gary Anderson.
Absolutely not.
I think we've seen 1 or 2 raised eyebrows, haven't we, and wry little smiles, but nothing really in his face.
No malice. No, there's
not
no.
at all.
Very rarely hear Gary have a particularly bad word to say about anybody.
129.
There's 1 or 2 to say about himself on occasion.
Yeah.
Needed treble 16 for double 12 there.
89.
Could have gone double-double off that shot, which seems to be the
Treble 20 for bullseye.
The new way. So
51.
Again, a chance to get within 1.
This is important. Keep his hopes alive. Double 10.
That's the next leg that's important for me. And this is a disaster if this doesn't go in.
Well, that might be a case of start the engine of the taxi.
Start the car.
Yep. Tops now.
37. Going you 110.
Smile from Gary. I think again he thought that was in. Now then, double 5. Got to get this, Chris. Simply got
Has to. Dodged a bullet there in the fact that Anderson didn't.
Double 1.
Brilliant
Good dart. Not too many cheering going on, but that was a good pressure dart. He's cheering himself.
60.
Just a glimmer of an opportunity. If he can jump all over this, Price will be right back in it. Oh dear. Not what he wanted.
45.
And he knows that that was not what was required.
Well, that was down to that opportunity. Just totally overpitched everything.
Bit of tension.
Yeah, absolutely. He knew it was a golden opportunity to get that essential breaker throw.
95.
Gary likes good behaviour by the crowd, by and large, doesn't he? He's not a fan of massive crowd involvement, I don't think.
No, there was that moment in the Premier League a few years ago where poor old Adrian Lewis was on the end of it, of about 10,000 supporters up in Scotland, and Gary was not impressed.
Apologetic.
Yes.
98.
You know, he doesn't
encourage
it in any sense. In fact, see his golf swing. This little lazy chip.
Flopping it up onto the green.
Well, that's pretty handy. Good time to do that. Right, now this is for 9-7. Tops. Oh, great. That is so good.
17th leg is going to throw first. Game on.
What about that?
Hush, hush.
Should I say anything? Should I bellow? Nah, don't think so. Look at the scoreboard, it's 9-7.
Good match and played in relatively good nature. There's been a few smiles.
I've enjoyed it, Chris. It's been a good little square off between two very good players, and Anderson showing, as he often does at this time of year, that he's starting to get into shape with those World Championships getting a bit nearer now.
Yeah, Grand Slam, World Pro.
99.
Great season for darts.
It was when he won the first of his World Championships at last, he sort of got into shape with that victory down in Minehead, didn't he? And we all sort of thought, I wonder if this could be it. And then he went and did it.
Waited for years for one, and then won them back to back, very much like Adrian Lewis did.
Oh, Adrian would like to find his game.
He will. It's too good. Too good not to. Way too much talent. I mean, now I remember years ago talking of this guy never winning anything. You know, he was tipped to win the BDO World so many times, and I think the best he ever did there was one semi.
140.
Eventually, when it all clicked into place, everybody then realised why we built him up so much and why there was so much respect for him.
Bull double 16. Is he going that way? Yes, he tried it.
Tops.
No, sir.
So, for a place in the semi-final.
This is for victory. Anderson, who, let's remember, was 4-1 down. This is for 10-7. Well, that's treble.
Well, he may stay there. 95 left, so treble 19, double 19.
Not quite.
42.
A reprieve.
40.
Tops. Got to get this. 0 from 7 on double tops. Make that 8. But the 9th goes in, and Price breathes a sigh of relief. The game goes on.
91.
Must have one or two mates up here who are cheering him, hasn't he? Gerwyn, he's not
long way from home.
Yeah.
83.
There's plenty watching down in South Wales.
Well, look the darts down there.
A one-time professional rugby union and rugby league player, forging a very good career as a pro darter. But he's up against it.
Well,
that's a good dart.
Still very much a novice, so he's earning while he's learning.
Great cover shot from Anderson, and setting it up superbly. No check out.
Six starts then at 177. To wrap up what's really been a great little tussle.
Just checking where he is. I think he comes to the top of the board after getting the 4-9. Oh, no.
Don't second guess a dart, man.
What's that about?
I think the 51 would have 201. Yeah, would have left ball. I'm not sure. I think he lost count himself.
60.
For a great dart player, he's actually not the best counter in the world.
Well, it was a slightly mystifying one. That's a good dart. 2 for tops. Tops this time.
Oh, he'll be back. Hit 5 180s. He didn't want to hit one now.
You do get some darters who are spectacular counters, don't you?
Yeah.
Anderson, that's the victory into the semi-final. Scotland celebrates. Gary Anderson and Gerwyn Price actually played that in a very nice spirit. And Gary Anderson at one stage 4-1 down. He's through. He's won it 10-8. Is it going to be his year for a Scottish title?
Well, Gary Anderson has delighted the partisan crowd in Glasgow. He's beaten the pantomime villain, Welshman Gerwyn Price, 10-8, having been 4-1 down at one point. And he's reached tonight's semi-final, where he'll meet James Wade. Well, Gary averaged a 95 this afternoon, 90 for Gerwyn. Price hit 5 180s. He missed 14 of his 22 double attempts. And Gary's downstairs now waiting to talk to Dan.
Gary, congratulations. A feisty one, closely contested as well.
Yeah, it was a bit rough, wasn't it? It wasn't the greatest games that you'll see on the box, but I scraped it, you know, held on at the end, popped the doubles. 167 was sweet, but I think that was the best 3 darts that I threw.
Yeah, that 167 came at a crucial time as well. Do you think that was the decisive moment in the game?
Any double that goes in that you win a leg, it helps you out, you know. But yeah, no, it did. You know, there was a few of the darts. I mean, tops earlier on when I was 4-1 down, double tops couldn't even reach it. You know, step ladder job. But no, we got there in the end.
There's been a lot of talk this weekend about people's antics on stage. There were a little couple of moments in that game that suggest you're not that impressed with some of the celebrating and carrying on that we've seen this weekend.
The game's changing, you know. I class myself as old school. A lot of players, Steve Beaton, all the old boys, we go up there and play darts. You know, we don't jump about like whatever you want to jump about. You know, hit 180s, we're supposed to hit 180s. It's nothing to scream about. You know, that's what we do, that's our job. You know, but nah, I'm old school, you know. I mean, the game's coming into the new years and that, but I'll stick to my old school.
Well, it's got you into the semi-finals. It'll be James Wade next. He looks a bit more like the old James after struggling for a few months. He could be in for a real tough game.
Yeah, I mean, Wade is Wade. I've said it for years. I mean, I've known James since very young lad. You know, he's a fighter. You know, if you give him a shot, he'll finish you. You know, he's one of the players. You know, you can actually be all over James. You make a mess of a couple of legs, trust me, he'll be bang on you. You know, but yeah, James is old school as well. You know, he gets on that.
Well, it'll be a fantastic game. Looking forward to it. Congratulations, Gary.
Thank you. See you later.
Yeah, nothing wrong with his old school style of play. It's serving him just fine. One of our semi-finals set then. 2 more quarter-finals to go this afternoon, with Daryl Gurney against Peter Wright due to finish off the session. But before that, a rematch from last Sunday's European Championship final, when Rob Cross, remembering his first year as a pro, kept pace with Michael van Gerwen for 10 legs before eventually losing out 11-7. Rob's proved to be a very